So guys, just a warning before we get into this, some of these images people might find triggering or offensive. We are going to be dealing with a crime scene, so if that is the case, please switch off now. The reason why I'm showing this is because we are completely upfront and honest, and we are completely transparent, and we need to talk about this. So if you're offended, please click the X button now. If you want to see the photos, please stick around. Apart from that, obviously you're still here. Let's jump straight into it. Crime scene photos from the Vegas massacre have been leaked, like they always end up. And a few questions have actually been arised as to what the hell is actually going on. Now guys, obviously if you go back and listen to the audio from the actual shooting, you can fully tell that it is an automatic weapon. And the problem is that these two weapons that are currently on the ground, I have been told, are AR-10s and M4 clones. So you're probably wondering, why are you telling us this? Well, the interesting point is the AR-10 has a 25 round magazine. You can clearly see that in the photo. And the M4 clone has a 60 round magazine. Why do I care? Well, because in the video when you're hearing the firing, you clearly hear him firing around 85 plus rounds. My question is, how do you get 85 rounds in a 65 mag? Let alone a 25 mag for the AR-10. So that's my first question. Now, obviously, guys, these are just some of the weapons that he has. It is entirely possible that there is some belt-fed gun or something laying off screen. He might have what they call a B2C drum mag, which looks a lot like this. They can actually hold 100 rounds, so it's entirely possible that he had this set up, and they're just not showing the photos of that. But yeah, definitely at the moment, guys, it is asking questions, or it's raising questions as to exactly how you're getting 85 plus rounds out of that 65 or 25 round clip. Now, the second thing that we want to talk about is the actual stock on the weapon. So now it has been confirmed by anonymous sources that he used such a thing called a bump stock. What's that? Well, that's actually what's shown in the photo for you guys there. A bump stock actually allows you, by holding the pistol grip with one hand and pushing forward on the barrel with the other, the shooter's fingers come in contact with the trigger. The recoil causes the gun to back and forth, bumping the trigger. So for example, my understanding of how this works is basically the recoil on the gun is actually bumping the trigger, or it's rocking backwards and forwards, which is then bumping your finger, which then bumps the trigger. So yeah, that way it allows you to basically, technically this means the finger is pulling the trigger for each round fired, keeping the weapon a legal semi-automatic. Bump stocks and cranks and other types of weapon modification tools exist in a legal grey area. They're widely sold, but not strictly legal. Paddock had two bump stocks, according to investigators who spoke with AP under the conditions of anonymity. The devices have attracted security, blah, 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 blah. So at the end of the day, guys, it seems like he is using this bump stock trigger, but there's a bit of an issue with that as well. The fact is that these bump stocks are actually quite hard to use, according to sources. These bump stocks allow you to go through and, like they say, fire these semi-automatics like automatics, but you have to really practice with them to go through and allow you to use these triggers. Now guys, to give you an example of what I'm talking about, I have a video I found on YouTube of a guy with an AR-10 with a bump stock, and I'll show you what I actually mean. Now, I don't know what this guy's skill level is, but it gives you an idea of what they like to fire. So, play. Now you can see in that it is really hard to keep this rounds firing and get around 80 rounds. I don't know if this guy's had much practice with them or not, but you can see even there he is struggling to hit the 85 round mag, and that's if he has the magazine capacity for it. Like I said, standard mag in these AR-10s is around 25 rounds, so far short of 80, but I digress. Now, the only other way he could have done this without using a bump stock is to go through and actually modify the firing mechanism of these guns. Apparently, you can change the pins in them so that it changes it to automatic. But to do that, you have to take it to someone with experience. It's a gunsmith idea that has to do it. So, yeah, look, it's a lot more complicated. You're going to have to take it to someone. They're going to start asking questions why you want to modify this gun. And you're going to proviso. Hopefully, they're not going to turn you out to the cops or something. Like I said, this is illegal shit that you're doing. So, like I say, yeah. Someone's getting their ass kicked if that's what happened. But the cops are going to have to take this gun, pull it apart, have a look at the firing mechanism, see if that actually has happened or not, and hopefully they'll let us know. But guys, apart from that, look, this is where I want to end this video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think he used a bump stock? Do you think he's changed the firing mechanism? What sort of clip or mag do you think he has ran with this? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If I've got anything wrong on this video, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below, like you would anyway. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new channel, welcome and subscribe. And apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.